What's up, everybody? Name is Josh Mundy, and if you're new to the channel, I am an XJW and trying to be a full-spoken apostate. So right off the bat, I want to say a real quick thank you to Jexit 2020, Jessica Valencia, Jay the Comedian, and Altworldly for sharing my story on Twitter. That was so awesome of you guys. Not that my story was trending #1 on YouTube or anything, but it did a whole lot better than what I thought it was going to be, and yeah, it reached quite a number of people that have reached out to me and spoken to me about the story, and I think it's great that we all support our own, and I can't wait to see more content from you guys, especially. So today's video, I thought I'd just give a real quick update on what's been happening. I know it's been a few weeks since I released my last video. So where we left off, my mom and my brothers had separated from my dad and me, and they're all currently living away from the house, got their own apartments and whatnot. So my youngest brother, felt the need that he needed to confess to certain wrongdoings, I guess, to the elders. Not exactly sure what. I know that he expressed to my dad that he was feeling guilty about some of the video games he was playing with me. Only ones I can think of was Doom and Halo. I mean, but whatever. If he felt guilty to that, but I'm sure whatever he confessed in that meeting was more than just that, because he ended up being disfellowshipped. And I'm feeling really bad that he's going through that right now. It's hard to be a kid and disfellowshipped, I'm sure. Experiencing the shunning from not only your friends but your family. And even though I'm disassociated, I'm out in the real world and I'm building up my relationships and my support system is growing. And he doesn't have that because, he's kind of isolated because of the Zoom meetings and just being a young kid trying to find a job right now. So he hasn't experienced, what the world has to offer yet. And he hasn't returned any of my texts or calls. I've reached out to all of them and tried to get some sort of communication, but haven't really gotten anything. And it sucks because I just want them all to know that I love them still, and I'm not going to hold it against them that they decided to shun me. I know they were just doing what they thought was right, and I just want them to know that, I'm here whenever they need me. Drop of a hat, I'll help them in whatever situation. But anyway, so my mom had a meeting with the elders about what was going on. What I was, that I was trying to wake her up, and the things I was saying to her when she was living in the house with Dad. And I guess she was telling him that I was still watching rated R movies and playing violent video games, and I was into, death metal and deathcore and all kinds of spiritistic things. And so they told my mom that if she ever wants to move back into the house with my dad, that she would need to burn all the possessions in the house because the house had demons inside. That is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I feel like they're totally reaching, just to have her not get back with my dad. I think that's absolutely fucked up what they're doing. And they're, you never realize how superstitious you are as a Jehovah's Witness. But looking back, man, yeah, I was a superstitious person. Now I'm not at all. But to any elders who were on the judicial committee for my brother, and any elders who told my mom that the only way she can move back into the house is by burning all the possessions in the house. Hail Satan. I'm just kidding. I don't believe in Satan. I don't think he's a real deity. I feel like he's just a character that his characteristics kind of change depending on whatever narrative you want to tell. And not to get into deep about the subject of my beliefs, but yeah, I don't think he's a threat. You know, a literary character can't be a threat to you. Anyway, so yeah, that's been going on, and the elders have been trying to reach my dad. My dad has not talked to any of them since this has all gone down, and he doesn't want to. Can't say I blame him. He's really pissed off at them for what they've been doing, and telling my mom. And he sent them a text saying if they ever tried to call him or send him any kind of text, that he just needed space, and he would rather he call them if he felt the need to talk. Well, of course, they didn't respect his privacy, and they just kept bombarding him with calls and texts, and they even sent a certified letter to the house. So that sent my dad over the edge, and he decided that he called texted one of the elders and said, if I get any sort of communication from you guys again, I'm calling the police and filing a harassment charge. Which good on my dad, because, hopefully they get the message. And in all honesty, this organization deserves all the bad PR it can possibly get. And so I'm all for that. I mean, not to sound like an angry apostate or anything, but when it comes to my family, I'm extremely protective over them. And to me, my blood is sacred. And it's far more sacred than any God could be. Especially the God of Jehovah's Witnesses. So, yeah. Anyway, not too long ago, a brother texted my dad, not an elder, someone who is very close with my dad, who goes to the same congregation that we used to go to. Texted him and told him that there was a marking talk about my dad, saying that the congregation needs to stay away from him. Now, in that talk, they were saying that he had allied himself with, known apostates. Well, to be honest, I only know of one apostate, me. I don't know who the plural is, to be honest. I found that kind of interesting, and he did too. But yeah, it seems like this organization is finally, dying. And in all honesty, I'm really glad that it is, because more and more people need to get out. It's ruined so many people's lives, and man, I just thinking back now about all the wasted time I had, in that organization, going out in service, going to meetings, district assemblies, all that bullshit. It's all a waste of time. You could have been doing so much with your life. So many better things than dedicating your life to an organization or a religion. That's stupid. It really was. I mean, I'm glad, I left, in my early 20s. I'm still, young. I still have a lot of life left to go, I hope. But, yeah, it's just a complete waste of time. And to anybody that's PMO or, wanting to leave, if I could just, express that your life will get better, and there's a whole lot more better of a support system out there than what the Jehovah's Witnesses offer, then, I hope that you can find your courage and you don't have to disassociate or whatever, leave however you want to leave, but, find the strength to finally leave that organization and get out, because it's just a waste of your time. That is especially true, whenever they talked about higher education and pursuing a career. I know that my dad always, was against, he was always pretty mad whenever a brother would give that kind of talk at the hall, because he thought, that was absolutely no right of anybody to tell somebody what they want to do with their life. He's absolutely right. Nobody has a right to tell you that you shouldn't, pursue a certain career. Yeah, it's none of anybody's business. And honestly, we need to stop giving them that power. We need to stop giving elders the power to tell us what to do, and stop giving them the power to interfere with, matters in the bedroom or matters concerning family, because it doesn't concern them, and they're very unqualified people. There's a reason why people go through years and years of training and education, to receive jobs that deal with those certain issues. And elders, they have no such training. The only training they have is about keeping Watchtower's interests first. And it's not yours. They don't care about, the individual. They care about the organization. So, yeah, let's stop wasting our time. I want to say that I'm very grateful to the XJW community. So many have talked to me and reached out, and it's been really encouraging to me to see that this is a community that supports their own. And when I shared my video, people that weren't Jehovah's Witnesses, certain family members and co-workers and friends of mine were all coming to me and saying that they had no idea that I went through that bullshit, and that they were shocked to learn what all went down. And yeah, it's so amazing. The support from them alone was flooring me, because all of them were saying, you could have talked, or you could have, said something, and we would have helped you get out. If we had known, that was what you were going through. And, when you're a Jehovah's Witness, you don't really realize what you're into. And it just felt so, what's a better word than, it just felt like there was so much love out there. Yeah, and there is. The world is actually a very beautiful place. Better than what the Jehovah's Witnesses have portrayed it to be. Now, I can't say there's no evil in the world. There definitely is. And people have done some pretty horrible and shocking things, but I feel that overall there's a sense of good in here. And people are still good. There's people out there that are going to care for you and love you. And you just need to find them and surround yourself with people like that, because that's the type of people you want to spend time with. Don't want to waste time for Watchtower anymore. But anyway, yeah, that's just my little update for now. Not sure what I want to do with the channel. I know I would like to talk to other XJW friends of mine who have left and are fully awake now. And I don't know, maybe collabing with them on a personal level, and maybe doing some interviews, or maybe some sort of fun little videos that we can do, or skits. But we'll see in the future. I mean, yeah, just definitely need more communication and time. I know it's been a while since I released my last video, and like I said, time is a factor. I'm just constantly doing things, and it's just kind of hard to find the time to dedicate to make a video. But if I can make more, I definitely will, and I want to give my voice out to the XJW community, and definitely help those who need the help, for sure. But on another note, I would also like to see more of your guys' videos, for sure. I love the content that you guys are producing. All you apostates out there, you know, your work is brilliant. Absolutely love it. Also, those who have not shared their story yet and are thinking about it, I know it can be a little nerve-wracking, but I would encourage you to do so, because it's videos like that that woke me up. In my last video, I said if it wasn't for Chris Stuckman, then I probably still would be a Jehovah's Witness. You know, Pimo witness, but yeah. And now I feel I can definitely say, since I've disassociated, I've become a much happier person. And depression has not been the demon that it was since I left. It's been a whole lot better. Yeah. Just, it's so freeing to finally let go of all that indoctrination and BS. So anyway, thank you guys all for watching, and I hope that you guys are having a great Sunday.